if there is one extremely common misconception about me as a person, I think it's that people assume that I have a really great sense of humor. Like, I'm funny, but sense of humor is not really my thing. Anyone who's really friends with me has already figured this out. Like, I'm not great with humor. I miss jokes a lot. I'm the kind of person who, like, everyone's laughing, like, ah, and I'm like, what? And then, like, 20 minutes later, I'm like, but by then, everyone stopped laughing because they got the joke in a timely manner like a normal person would. And I'm just left hanging, laughing to myself like a total creep because I don't have a great sense of humor. I think the misconception is based on the fact that I make people laugh and people think I'm funny. I am funny. I'm really funny. But there's such a panicked motivation behind my sense of humor. It's more like the verbal equivalent of flailing so you don't drown. Because to be completely fair, I have no idea how to interact with other human beings. I don't know what I'm doing more than half the time, and I'm trying to hide this as best as possible. So it's like joke, 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 mic drop out, and then running away in a sea of insecurity well before anyone realizes that that is the most awkward thing they have ever seen happen on the planet Earth. I am to jokes what squids are to ink. It's the cloud we use to disappear into so no one notices that we're just basically running for our life. I mean, what do people actually want to talk about? I've never been able to crack this code at all. And so humor and making people laugh is at least a way to distract them from the fact that I have no idea what I'm doing. That every single conversation I have is basically an epic showdown between my two biggest social fears. On one hand, we have awkward silence, and on the other hand, we have me saying something stupid. So every conversation I spend is basically me being crushed in between these two inevitable moments that I'm desperately attempting to avoid. I just know that if I talk long enough, I really will say something stupid. It's almost guaranteed, really. Like this one time, I spent almost a 10-minute conversation telling someone about a book I had just read about the prison Alcatraz. I talked about this for almost 10 minutes about this book I was reading that I was super excited about, and I felt really smart telling them all about it until I realized later that I had spent the entire conversation actually referring to it as Azkaban. Almost 10 minutes. I talked about a book I was reading about the prison Azkaban. If you don't know, Azkaban's a prison from Harry Potter with the Dementors, and I talked about it like I was really smart. I think somewhere in there the person realized what was happening, but they didn't want to stop me. Actually, they may not have been able to stop me. It was so rapid fire, you know? It's this rapid fire inability to stop making word sounds at other people, no matter how awkward it gets or how loud I become, until I can finally find an exit, like some kind of emergency that prevents the conversation from going any further before it gets awkward and quiet.